Hello, dear viewers. Today we will deeply explore why some people in our lives do not deserve our trust and respect. Stoic philosophy guides us to reduce chaos in our lives and establish more mindful relationships. But what if certain individuals in our lives consistently let us down? In this video, we'll discuss manipulative personalities, those who don't keep their promises, overly critical individuals, and many other detrimental character types. We will meticulously examine how you can minimize their impact on your life and how Stoicism can help you build healthier relationships. If you're seeking more peace and understanding in your relationships, I recommend watching this video to the end. Remember, sometimes the toughest decisions yield the healthiest outcomes. Are you ready to discover which types of people should be in your life and who doesn't deserve your trust? Let's get started. And of course, if you enjoy our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. With each new video, we'll continue to share information that will help take your life a step further. Now, let's dive together into the depths of Stoicism. Section 1: Manipulative People. One of the most challenging personality types we encounter in life are manipulative individuals. These people often possess the skill to steer others towards their own interests, usually disregarding the emotions and needs of those around them. Distinct characteristics of manipulative people include constantly playing the victim, offering exaggerated compliments, or displaying attitudes that change according to the situation. Through these behaviors, they attempt to influence those around them to align with their desires. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to let external factors disrupt our personal peace. From this perspective, to protect ourselves from the influence of manipulative people, we first need to establish a solid foundation within our own inner world. Clearly defining our values, goals, and what is important to us is key to not allowing others to guide our actions. This awareness enables us to recognize the games of manipulative people and to resist them. When interacting with manipulative individuals, it's important to question the true intentions behind their words and actions. Trying to understand the real motives beneath seemingly benevolent offers or praises, with a Stoic approach, helps us control our emotional responses. This allows us to maintain our inner peace despite external influences. Lastly, combating manipulative people is a matter of internal discipline for Stoics. Developing our own inner strength and independence is our strongest shield against the effects of such individuals. By making conscious choices that strengthen your stance against manipulative people in your life, you can integrate the calm and balanced approach of Stoicism into your daily living. Section 2: Those who do not keep their promises. One of the fundamental building blocks of trust in our lives is the promises we make. Our relationships with others are built on the solidity of these promises. However, some individuals not only fail to keep their promises, but also inflict deep wounds in relationships through their actions. In this section, we will explore the characteristic features of those who do not keep their promises and how we can handle such situations from a Stoic perspective. Making a promise is a form of commitment. The breach of this commitment can cause emotional and sometimes financial harm to others. People who frequently break promises may often trivialize their promises for immediate comfort or personal gain. In Stoicism, personal responsibility is highly valued. Being honest and responsible towards ourselves and others is a cornerstone of this philosophy. The first step in dealing with such individuals is to accurately assess the weight of their words and their capacity to fulfill them. Considering the person's past performance in keeping promises allows us to have realistic expectations about their future commitments, which can minimize disappointments. Stoicism teaches us to reduce our happiness's dependency on external factors, thereby emphasizing inner peace. This way, the actions of others affect us less. The next step is to establish clear and firm boundaries in our interactions. When we encounter someone who does not keep their promises, it is important to openly address this issue and, if necessary, reevaluate their role in our relationship. A Stoic approach helps us manage our personal emotional reactions and provides a more objective perspective on the situation. Lastly, in protecting ourselves, it is beneficial to build trust gradually through mutual actions. Being patient with those who fail to keep their promises and limiting the impact of their behavior on our personal happiness is an essential part of a Stoic lifestyle. This approach allows us to lead a more balanced and controlled life. Section 3. Constant critics. Criticism can be a useful tool, especially in personal development and learning processes. However, individuals who constantly criticize and find fault in every situation can have a wearing effect on those around them. In this section, we will examine the characteristics of constant critics and discuss how to deal with such individuals from a Stoic perspective. Constant critics often exaggerate others' mistakes and present their own views as the absolute truth. This type of personality attempts to feel superior by continually reminding those around them of their faults. Stoic philosophy encourages us to develop a balanced and objective perspective in all situations. This perspective helps us remain patient and understanding towards constant critics. The first step in dealing with such individuals is to recognize that criticisms are not personal and to evaluate them objectively. It is important to distinguish whether the criticism is genuinely constructive and objective, or merely a personal attack. Constructive criticisms should be seen as opportunities for personal growth, and we should be open to learning from them. The next step is to control our emotional responses. Stoicism teaches us to have mastery over our emotions and to approach every situation with reason and calmness. This allows us not to be affected by the words of constant critics, and to assess their criticisms in a healthier way. Finally, it is crucial to set boundaries and, when necessary, assert a clear stance against such individuals. If criticisms are consistently negative and destructive, setting healthy boundaries and limiting our interaction with such people can be a way to preserve our personal peace. Stoicism guides us in protecting ourselves and establishing healthy relationships. Section 4. Jealous and envious people. Jealousy and envy are among the most destructive emotions in human relationships. These feelings create unnecessary competition and hostility among individuals, while also deeply disturbing personal peace. In this section, we will examine the characteristics of jealous and envious people and discuss how to handle these emotions from a Stoic perspective. Jealous individuals focus on the successes or possessions of others, which creates a constant sense of dissatisfaction and inadequacy. Envious people compare the happiness of others to their own unhappiness, living in a perpetual state of unrest. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of inner peace regardless of external conditions. This philosophy teaches us that we cannot control the lives of others, but we can manage our own inner world. The first step in dealing with these emotions is to learn self-sufficiency. Stoics focus on their own development and happiness rather than what others have or have achieved. This is highly effective in overcoming harmful emotions like envy and jealousy. The second step is to practice gratitude. Being thankful for what we have and being at peace with our current situation prevents us from meeting external successes with jealousy. Making it a habit to be grateful for even the small things each day enhances our inner peace and reduces feelings of envy. Finally, learning to celebrate our own achievements and those of others is an important step in combating jealousy. Drawing inspiration from the successes of others and supporting them creates a positive sense of community and increases our own personal satisfaction. Stoicism teaches us to live in harmony not only with our own successes, but also with the successes of others. Section 5. Gossipers. Gossip is a common phenomenon within social groups and can sometimes poison relationships between people. In this section, we will explore the characteristics of gossipers and how we can handle such behaviors from a Stoic perspective. Gossipers enjoy gathering and sharing information about others' private lives. While these actions may provide them with a temporary sense of superiority, they create distrust and unrest in their social circles over the long term. Stoicism encourages us to maintain a balanced and centered attitude towards the events around us. This philosophy guides us to look beyond the chaos of the external world and find inner peace. The first step in dealing with gossipers is to question the accuracy of what is said. Instead of accepting everything we hear as true, verifying information from its source prevents us from being misled. Additionally, remaining indifferent to gossip and not participating in such conversations is a Stoic approach. This keeps us away from the negative energy generated by gossipers. Secondly, reassessing our relationships with gossipers is important. If someone consistently engages in gossip, limiting our interaction with them or keeping it at a more superficial level can help preserve our personal peace. Stoics aim to improve their quality of life by staying away from harmful influences. Finally, avoiding sharing too much information about our private lives can reduce the impact of gossipers. By sharing personal details only with trusted individuals, we can maintain control over our private lives. This approach aligns with Stoicism's emphasis on freedom and independence. Section 6. Those who constantly play the victim. Sometimes, life's challenges can make us feel cornered, but there are individuals who turn playing the victim into a lifestyle. In this section, we will examine the characteristics of those who constantly play the victim and discuss how to handle such behaviors from a Stoic perspective. Individuals who constantly play the victim see themselves as victims of problems or difficulties in every situation. This behavior is used as a tool to attract attention and gain empathy. However, this process creates an unrealistic worldview and ignores personal responsibilities. Stoicism encourages us to see realities objectively and take responsibility for our own lives. The first step in dealing with such individuals is to question their narratives and analyze the actual situation. Gently exposing the unrealistic aspects of their victimhood stories and suggesting practical solutions for overcoming real problems can reduce their tendency to see themselves as perpetual victims. Secondly, it is important to become emotionally independent from such people. Empathizing with someone who constantly plays the victim is a natural human response, but it can reinforce their behavior. Stoicism helps us manage our emotional attachments and enhance our ability to think logically. Lastly, helping these individuals use their own inner strengths and resources is a crucial step in enabling them to make changes in their lives. Providing them with the tools necessary to proactively solve their problems can help both them and those around them establish a healthier relational dynamic. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of individuals taking an active role in shaping their own destinies. Section 7. Excessively selfish people. Selfishness is characterized by an individual consistently prioritizing their own interests above others, often ignoring the needs and feelings of those around them. In this section, we will explore the characteristics of excessively selfish people and discuss how to handle such behaviors from a Stoic perspective. Excessively selfish individuals typically make decisions based solely on their own benefits, which can create both emotional and practical problems for those around them. Stoicism encourages us to accept external circumstances and maintain our internal peace. This philosophy underscores the importance of individual freedom while also teaching us to be considerate towards others. The first step in dealing with such individuals is to clearly recognize their selfishness and minimize the impact of their behaviors. Instead of trying to change their actions, managing our interactions with them is more practical. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control. In this case, we can control our responses and the nature of our relationship with them. Secondly, setting boundaries is crucial. Clearly defining boundaries in a relationship with an excessively selfish person limits the impact of their selfishness on our personal life. For example, openly stating that selfish behaviors are unacceptable can help establish healthy relationship dynamics. Lastly, effectively communicating with excessively selfish people involves trying to understand their perspectives, which does not mean condoning their behavior but is a necessary step for healthier communication. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of mutual understanding, which can lead to more balanced and functional relationships in the long run. Section 8. Liars and hypocrites. Lying and hypocrisy are significant factors that erode trust in social relationships. In this section, we will explore the characteristics of liars and hypocrites and discuss how to handle such behaviors from a Stoic perspective. Liars and hypocrites manipulate others for their own benefit by distorting the truth or wearing different masks. It can be difficult to understand their true intentions because they constantly manipulate the truth. Stoicism encourages us to seek the truth and continually question our perceptions. This philosophy advises us to develop an approach based on concrete facts and logical thinking in every situation we face. The first step in dealing with such individuals is to consistently observe and analyze their words and actions. Documenting their lies and contradictory behaviors can help us see their true faces. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us how to remain emotionally independent from others' actions, so their lies affect us less. Secondly, it is important to establish open and honest communication with these individuals. Gently exposing their lies or hypocrisy and discussing the truth can create a healthy dynamic in the relationship. However, this requires diplomacy and sensitivity because direct confrontation can lead to undesirable consequences. Lastly, setting boundaries in our relationships with these individuals and, if necessary, cutting ties with them may be essential for our personal peace and well-being. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of protecting ourselves and staying away from relationships that drain us. Today, we explored 8 different types of people who do not deserve our trust and respect and how we can deal with them from a Stoic perspective. From manipulative individuals to liars, constant critics to gossipers, we examined the problems these harmful personality types can create in our lives. Recognizing these behaviors and establishing healthy boundaries with such individuals can help us adopt a Stoic way of living. Stoicism teaches us not to let external factors control us and to maintain our inner peace. This philosophy shows us ways to find our own happiness and balance, independent of others' actions. With the information shared in this video, I hope you can deal more effectively with people who have negative influences in your life. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about Stoicism, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Every week, we share new content to help you live a more peaceful and balanced life. Additionally, feel free to share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments section below. We'd love to hear what topics you'd like to see more videos on or any questions you have about Stoicism. Remember, a Stoic way of living is the key to overcoming challenges and finding inner peace. Join us on this journey and let's live a more conscious and balanced life together. See you in the next video. Take care and stay healthy.